We have a great defensive line. I hope we perform our best on Saturday. That's my expectations.
Have you seen any boost, I guess, in their energy or anything like that? Or
So it seems like a normal game week. Guys are excited to play the first game like I am. The stadium is beautiful. We got everybody out there Sunday. Everybody's excited about that. So I feel like our kids are getting game ready.
Who are your tackles that can also play end, that are athletic enough to do that?
They all can do that. They really don't, they're going to put the best four and the best four behind them. So
Do they ever practice? Do the tackles also practice at end sometimes?
we practice all over the place.
what can you say about Demetrius Jackson? Obviously at this point he's one of the veterans on this group.
Well, he's a great kid. I mean, he's the kind of kid that your hope daughter marries. He's been a really good driving force on our team in terms of faith. He does the right things in the community, and he works his butt off. So I really hope he has a big year.
Is it kind of the same thing with him? Like you haven't seen a spike in his energy or production?
No, he was doing. Trust me, he had a good camp. He had a good camp. We have a lot of good players, so he's done well.
Beyond Demetrius, we've seen obviously the pass rush skills flashed. How is he coach against the run at this point?
He's good. He's like 260 pounds. He's physical. I really feel like he's going to be a force versus both the run and the pass. He's got good change of direction too. All the things that you look for that may hurt you, he's really does a good job. He just needed more experience, and now he's through spring ball and 2 days and all that stuff. He's gotten a lot better.
What would you say about Joseph Jackson? I know he's only a freshman. So.
Right. Well, he's pretty good. Yeah, and he's got he's very physical. He's got great speed. He's got a lot of things that a lot of freshmen don't have in terms of being able to handle coaching, being able to handle the assignments. He's really done a good job. And Pat Bethel is also a freshman who's done an extremely good job. And I'll tell you what, it'll be interesting to see how much they do this year and what they do when they're out there. But it should be good. I feel like it'll be good.
What do you tell them? Go ahead. Going into the game, what do you tell? I mean, they're freshmen. They're forced to play possibly, and they've never been in a college game. And you got two major guys.
I think they're going to be great, and then when we get to the locker room, we'll see if they're puking or not, and then we'll go from there. I had one of my freshmen last year as a true freshman played for me. He came over to me before the game and said, "Coach, I feel like I'm going to throw up." I said, "Go ahead and throw up. It'll be over with." Once you hit somebody, it's all football.
Thank you.
I just wanted to ask you who was working. I know Trent wasn't here today, I guess, at least for the part we saw. So who was working with the first team at his spot today, and how they do?
Well, our first team did well.
What has Kendrick and RJ done to maybe separate themselves as first team D tackles in your mind?
They're really, big talented guys, and now they're playing like big talented guys, And so God's given them a lot of talent, and it's between them and me to get it to work the right way. And so I think in terms of separation, it's just been those guys are consistent, trustworthy, hardworking, all the stuff that you need. They're smart, so it's been good.